Continuing to make use of these shorts on my various channels, I'll be going over a bunch of different individual sleep tips and recommendations. And here's the first one. So as you're starting to approach your typical going to sleep time, whatever that is according to your circadian rhythm, as well as throughout the night, in particular like the early and mid points of the night, your core body temperature is at its coldest point in a typical 24-hour period. And this one part's a little bit off topic, but one of the things that helps you wake up in the morning is your core body temperature begins to rise. But here's the tip. So basically what you want to do is do whatever you can to aid your body in dropping its core body temperature. And what's a really easy way to do that? Well, taking a shower, of course. And I find both like a cold and hot shower, both seem to work equally as good for the most part. You do want to be cautious of going to either extreme though. So like I have a cold plunge over here, and sometimes I do like to hop into the cold plunge directly before going to bed. But then once you drop your core body temperature that much, your body's going to be working extra hard to bring it back to equilibrium, and it tends to overshoot that mark a bit. So say I'll be really cold after getting out of the cold plunge. It's comfortable. I'll wrap myself up in my blankets, right? I'll fall asleep. But then, you know, with me being wrapped in the blanket and then with my body trying to equal itself out but overshooting it, I tend to wake up in the middle of the night super duper hot. And then the same thing kind of goes to, say, like if you go into the sauna directly before bed. Personally, though, I find going into the sauna directly before bed tends to work pretty good. Like, even though it gets your core body temperature super high, you're like tired and exhausted, and then just plopping yourself on the bed after taking a cool shower with the fan on tends to be really, you know, comfortable and relaxing. And then, yes, oftentimes too, you will wake up in the middle of the night like extra cold because your body overshot the cooling off function as it's trying to bring you back to equilibrium after cooking yourself in the sauna. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of obvious, but if you've never tried messing around with taking a shower directly before bed, give it a try. It's an absolute must for me. Plus, then you're clean, right? And your bed and your sheets and your blanket feels really comfortable against your skin and all that. So it's really just a bonus all the way around. One more thing I'll throw in here too really quick though is if you can start to do that and start to set this routine of stuff that you do like before going to bed, it kind of just mentally prepares you to fall asleep a bit easier. So I'll probably make another video on a sleep tip going over like the whole making a routine thing. But nonetheless, try taking a shower before bed if you never have. It really works quite well.